So, you're ready to grow your business in the social media world. You've picked your platform, and now it's time for you to post. What is the ideal time to post when it comes to social media? Are they the same for all of them? The answer to that question, needless to say, is no, they're not the same. So what the first thing you need to do is to know and understand your audience. A simple question: what time zone is your audience in? Where is your target market? And therefore, when should you post accordingly? There are 24 different time zones in the world. North America has 4 key ones, and a couple of asides, such as Atlantic time and Newfoundland time on the East Coast in Canada. What does that mean? Well, it all depends on your market. Is your market in Europe? Is your market in the US? Is your market on the East Coast, West Coast, Central, Canada, East Coast, West Coast, Atlantic? These are things you need to know and understand. So you need to know your analytics as far as your market is concerned before you even start to be aggressive in the social media world. But let's move on. Facebook. The general consensus for Facebook is that for business, posting, to get the best opt-in rates, you need to post Thursdays and Fridays. For whatever reason, that seems to get the best response from Facebook users. Best time? Between 1 and 4. Now that doesn't mean weekends don't work. Weekends are also important. Best time on a weekend is between 12 and 1. It also doesn't mean that you ignore Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. These days are important as far as Facebook users are concerned, because most Facebook users, let's face it, are on their Facebook pages daily. They check them out, but it's the engagement time that you're looking for, and that's what these times are going to be geared towards. When do these people actually engage? When will they purchase? When will they respond to your posts? And that's what is critical when it comes to social media and your business. Twitter users are different than Facebook users. As far as business is concerned, the best day to be used or to do a Twitter ad or program, so to speak, is Wednesday. And the best time, 12 p.m. lunchtime, seems to have one of the highest click-through rates. 3 p.m. works, as does 5 p.m. for the retweeting, and 6 p.m. again for higher click-through rates. There's common knowledge and proven that as far as Twitter is concerned, avoid 8 p.m. to 9 a.m. Now, I read this and I didn't quite understand it, because in my mind, people who attend sports events, hockey, football, baseball, people who attend concerts love to tweet, and they love to take pictures and tweet the pictures of where they're at. So I think, again, this is where you need to know your audience and need to know what message you're trying to parlay in order to make it work. As far as business is concerned, it is proven that Wednesday between 12 and 5 is your best bet. Now, LinkedIn. LinkedIn, needless to say, is the businessman's social media. Like Facebook, there are several days that work. Unlike Facebook, weekends, Mondays and Fridays, you avoid them, which kind of makes sense. Best days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Best times, 7 to 8 a.m., 12 o'clock, and 5 to 6 p.m. Now, if you understand the businessman, early morning before they go to work, they like to catch up on things. Lunch hours, again, they're catching up on things. And 5 to 6, either they've arrived home or they're getting ready to go home, so that also becomes a time where they will catch up on world news, what other people are doing, what people in their business world are doing. So those are the times that you want to engage on LinkedIn. Pinterest, kind of like Facebook, being the social platform of sharing pictures and stories. Weekends tend to be popular. Saturdays and Sundays, 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock in the evening, and 2 a.m. And yes, that is not a typo. I didn't say it incorrectly. 2 a.m. Seems the social birds don't sleep, or at least they find an urge to check their accounts during the early mornings, either before they're going to bed, or they wake up and check it because they're restless and they've got all this activity going on in their mind. They don't share the same urge to check during work hours, however. So that means Monday to Friday, these times don't work for them. Instagram, on the other hand, even though they're like Pinterest, early morning engagement is not a surprise. Sharing photos and stories are key to Instagram, and people like to read them in the early morning. However, it's not weekends that work for them. Mondays and Thursdays are the most popular. Best times, again, 2 a.m. But also a strange one, 8 to 9 a.m. So, I'm not quite sure, because 8 to 9 they should be on their way to work, but Instagram is popular at that time. And also 5 p.m. They've either on their way from leaving work again, and or have left work and have arrived to wherever they go after work. What doesn't work for Instagram, or is best to avoid, is between 3 and 4 p.m., which suggests, as what I mentioned earlier, that they're probably on their way getting ready to leave. 9 p.m., however, is a popular time for people to open up and engage with videos. So if you have a good video platform, I would suggest 9 p.m. on a Monday or a Thursday will work good for you. So if you look at your weekly calendar, you have Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, LinkedIn. Sunday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Facebook. Instagram, Monday and Thursday. Wednesday, Twitter. Pinterest, Sunday and Saturday. Wednesday, Google+. Now, I've penned in Twitter in a lighter color only because I know that people like to tweet pretty well whenever it suits them. So, but it's the engagement for your business that you are concerned with, and that is parlayed on Wednesdays. So in summary, you need to develop good habits that allow you to be consistent, that your audience will respond the same. These are just guidelines. They suggest the norm. It is still necessary for you to analyze your audience and customize your response times accordingly. If you have difficulty with maintaining a consistent value posting, there are services available that will help you. One such service is CoSchedule.com. It simply makes your life easier. You still have to do the work. You have to be creative with your photos, creative with your stories, but you provide them to CoSchedule, and then they will schedule you schedule them in the appropriate time frame according to your customers. Your email responders, your autoresponders already do this as far as scheduling is concerned. But your social media platform is different. You need to recognize this. You need to do your analytics. You need to understand your customers. If you're relying on or trying to build your business around social media, you will need to accomplish consistency and quality in your posts in order to maximize engagement. Again, social media is different than your email autoresponder. Treat it accordingly, be consistent, and quality is important. Thank you.